week I was, thinking about, Lord, what do you want to share? What do you want me to share? And I was thinking about, like, Adam and Eve, and how they were naked and not ashamed. And then they were naked and ashamed. And it talks about their eyes being opened, but there's real mystery there. It's like, how did they not know they were naked? And that's not what I want to talk about. But after the fall, you find themselves hiding from God in fear of their nakedness. Because God said, Adam, where are you? And he said, well, because I was naked, I hid, and I was afraid. And I was like, Lord, he's such a good God. And the further you get away from God, it's not good. And you see that. The very first thing, before he was cast out, he clothed them with garments of skin. And without God, we are spiritually naked. And because of that, your shame will cause you to run from God. And so God had to fix this spiritual condition for mankind. See, because basically humanity was now in a state of separateness from God, and would always want to run from God and hide, until we are clothed properly, spiritually. And David went through this too in Psalm 32. In verse 1, how blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. How blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent about my sin, my body wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My vitality was drained away as with fever heat of summer. I acknowledged my sin to you, and my iniquity I did not hide. I said, I will confess my transgression to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sin. Where do we do that? We come to the cross. We have to come to the cross. And we have to repent and take responsibility of our sin. And until that, you have no peace. And you are separated from God. It's only because of his shed blood that we can have peace. And there's a man in the gospel, just to prove my point. This is the story of the demoniac. And Jesus basically was on a mission to bring mankind back to himself. And I don't want to read the whole thing, just want to read a verse or two. When the people went out to see what had happened, they came to Jesus and found the man from whom the demons had gone out, sitting down at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in his right mind. Yes. And they became frightened. And to me, that's what Jesus came to do for each one of us, was to spiritually clothe us. So I guarantee you, if you were naked, you would run from the presence of God spiritually. And now, after this man is healed and cured, he's begging Jesus, I want to go with you. I want to be with you. And Jesus forbade him, said to go back and tell the people what wonderful things the Lord has done for you. But you see the spiritual condition? Before, he's running around like a lunatic, out of his mind and naked. Now he wants to be with God. He wants to be close to the Lord.